Hi there gamers, and welcome to part 2 of RNG number 33. I hope you enjoyed part 1, the most positive and wholesome video I've ever made. If you haven't seen it yet, feel free to go check it out and enjoy all the wonderful things happening in the gaming industry last month. If that's not what you want and you just want to hear about all the magical games that came out within the last month, you're in the right place. I hope you get cozy and enjoy your stay, but first, we'll go over the May showcases together. Future Games Show live from Gamescom Latin on May 2nd. Creature Feature 2025 on May 19th. 6-1 Indie Showcase on May 22nd. OTK Games Expo on May 25th. Tiny Build Connect on May 27th. Indie Quest on May 29th. And Thinky Direct also on May 29th. If you saw my top 10 games of the June summer showcases from last year, I did actually include some of the major showcases from May as well. Generally, the period of summer showcases starts in late May and ends in late June, so anything May 20th and beyond will qualify for this list. I will probably go over most of these showcases live with you guys too, because it's boring going over these things solo. Does that sound fun? I hope so. I definitely would not roast Jeff Keighley live or anything, because this is a positive only zone, right?
I'm so happy!
Now, time to go over all the lovely games that came out in May. Well, there are a few from April that I missed. Starting with okay, I'll save this one for later. I already probably made YouTube mad enough with part 1. Alright, back to the normal boring version of me for now. We're gonna blast through this because there's 82 games. A new record. From April 27th, we have Your Sister. Yeah, it's another one of those silly desktop companions. And she's just as cheap as your mother.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
NOROI KAGO, The Grudged Domain on April 30th. A horror game with co-op. Another game based on yokai. FREERIDE on May 1st. Unfortunately, it's not free, but it's a cartoony story-based RPG thing. Shotgun Cop Man on May 1st. Blast fools and demons and propel yourself like mad with your shotguns with this absolute unit of a man and try to arrest Satan. 2 Pixelia on May 1st. Your casual life sim of the month. Actually, there's a few more of these coming up too. Vellum came out of early access on May 2nd, a third-person magic shooter roguelike. Go be a wizard and die a lot, with your friends. Builders of Greece came out of early access on May 6th. Yep, a Greece city builder. Though reviews say this game and others from this developer tend to release in broken states, so be aware. Captain Blood on May 6th, a third-person hack and slash with a pirate theme. Hack and slash your way to all the booty you can get. Savara on May 6th, a very colorful roguelite, so you can look at all the pretty colors when you die a lot. Deck of Haunts on May 7th, a deck builder roguelite but with a twist. You can design and build a haunted house with your cards to scare everyone who visits. Touhou Spell Carnival on May 7th, Touhou, in a real-time strategy RPG hybrid with bullet hell. Crazy. And so is the price because it's Idea Factory. Tower Dominion on May 7th, base building and tower defense strategy game. Looks addicting. Cash Cleaner Simulator on May 8th. Pretty much what it says on the tin. Launder all the money. Creature Keeper on May 8th. A creature collector RPG. Shocking, I know. Darfall on May 8th, a city builder and RTS where you are the hero and you must make your town grow and protect itself from the undead. Dunk Dunk on May 8th. Want to dunk on your friends? Here's a basketball-themed arcade-style game for you. Imperial on May 8th, an atmospheric third-person action RPG with some nice world design. Revenge of the Savage Planet on May 8th, a 3D sci-fi adventure game with co-op and Metroidvania elements. Get goofed on by aliens with your friends. Spirit of the North 2 on May 8th. Play as a magical fox and find your way home while solving puzzles and finding the lost guardians. The Midnight Walk on May 8th, a claymation-style atmospheric horror game in the vein of Little Nightmares. Vambrace Dungeon Monarch came out of early access on May 8th, a dark fantasy dungeon defense game with card battle mechanics. Wings of Endless on May 8th, a 2D platformer inspired by action JRPGs and Metroidvanias. They'll find a way to put fishing in this one, I bet. Yes, Your Grace 2 Snowfall on May 8th, a follow-up to the cult story-driven Kingdom Manager. Rule with grace, or with gooning.
You need to goon.
Moe Waifu H Pushbox on May 9th. We're scraping the bottom of the box, aren't we? With this box-pushing puzzle game with waifus for only $3. Labyrinth of the Demon King on May 13th, a dungeon crawler with PS1-style graphics. Dungeon crawlers for my fellow 30-year-old boomers. The Precinct on May 13th, a top-down vehicle and shooter police simulator set in 1983. Reverse classic GTA, anyone? Cubic Odyssey on May 14th. The world isn't round or flat. It's square, and you're going to explore it in this silly open-world survival crafting game. Doom the Dark Ages on May 14th. It's more modern Doom, but now you can go medieval on all those demons. Just be aware it requires a PC that can use RTX and it has de novo. Omega Crafter came out of early access on May 14th, another open world survival crafting game. Go get your friends and have an adventure while you're at it. Rogue Worlds came out on May 14th, a tactical roguelite platformer where you use the environment to win, and you can get it for free. Super Engine GT Turbo Spec on May 14th. A classic style top-down racing game. Simple old school fun for $5. Yasha Legends of the Demon Blade on May 14th. A top-down action roguelite. Haven't seen one of those before. This one has waifus though. Into the Restless Ruins on May 15th. A roguelite deck builder where your cards are the dungeon that you build as you go along. Last Vanguard came out of early access on May 15th, a shooting Metroidvania in a world ravaged by an evil warring tyrant. Preserve came out of early access on May 15th, your hippie environmentalist game of the month. Rebuild ecosystems in this hex-based puzzle sandbox game. Culebra and the Souls of Limbo on May 16th, a paper-style detective game where you solve mysteries to help the souls trapped in limbo to move on to the afterlife. Nitro Express on May 19th, a side-scrolling 2D shooting game with lots of weapons, waifus, and chaos. Desktop Survivors 98 on May 20th. Vampire Survivors, but you're playing it on Windows 98. Relive the glorious history of the PC Master Race. Jumping Jazz Cats on May 20th, a multiplayer party game with cats and silly minigames, and cats. Roadcraft on May 20th. Ever wanted to build roads without all the blood, sweat, tears, and taxpayer money? Now you can. The Siege and the Sandfox on May 20th. Another 2D Metroidvania with an emphasis on stealth where you try to solve an evil plot and save the kingdom. Fantasy Life I, the Girl Who Steals Time on May 21st. An adventure RPG and town management game. Play it with your filthy casual friends. JDM, Japanese Drift Master on May 21st. Oh, you are Drift Master! Okay, just kidding, don't cancel me. It's a racing game. Obviously. Magical Nut Ikuno on May 21st. I should be able to show a bit of this. It's a Pac-Man-like game where you eat all the nuts on the map with your squirrel on your shirt in just the right place. And it will get bigger. Oh yeah, that April 25th game is called ButtKnight. It's a goofy-ass shooter thing. Emphasis on the ass, but I can't show any of it, for obvious reasons. Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Battle Destiny Remastered on May 21st. It's a remaster of the Gundam action game that was stuck on the Vita. Monster Train 2 on May 21st, a deck builder roguelite with monster fighting. This one even has PvP. Imagine that. Bloodshed came out of early access on May 22nd, a survivors-inspired boomer shooter roguelite with lots of violence and chaos. Deliver at All Costs on May 22nd, a top-down driving game where you play as a desperate courier in the 1950s. This one may go on to be a sleeper hit from what I've seen. Duck Detective: The Ghost of Glamping on May 22nd. Another Duck Detective game, this time solve a ghost mystery or something. Linked Banner of the Spark on May 22nd. Another action roguelite, this time with town building and stuff. Neon Apex Beyond the Limit on May 22nd. A racing game. a very fast racing game. F-Zero fans, go play something else if you don't get what you want. Just saying. Out of Sight on May 22nd, a spooky game where you play as a blind girl who sees through her teddy bear's eyes. Third person or first person? Debate in the comments section, go. Sit Up, a culinary adventure on May 22nd, a co-op cooking adventure inspired by Southeast Asia. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tactical Takedown on May 22nd, a turn-based tactics game, but with the turtles? Pretty rad, dude. Trident's Tale on May 22nd, a 3D action-adventure piratey game, in case you didn't find enough booty from the other pirate game. Warhammer 40,000 Bolt Gun Words of Vengeance on May 22nd, a Warhammer 40k typing game. That's free. What will they think of next for this franchise? Oh, Warhammer 40,000 Speed Freaks on May 22nd, a combat racing game exclusive to the 40k orcs, so you know it's filled with weapons and chaos. Oh, and DRM. Oh, and no offline play. Yet. Worshippers of Cthulhu came out of early access on May 22nd, a Lovecraftian dark fantasy colony and management sim. Grandma No! On May 23rd. Play as Grandma and pretty much just create chaos. Grandma yes? Haneda Girl on May 23rd, a frantic 2D shooting action platformer. Girl Go Wild. Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon came out of early access on May 23rd, an open-world action RPG with a very creepy dark fantasy vibe. Play this if The Elder Scrolls 6 has been taking way too long, because it has. Two Strikes on May 23rd, a 2D fighting game, hand-drawn Japanese style. Leftovers KO on May 25th. Hey look, another indie game that's basically one that Nintendo refuses to make. If you wanted some disgusting Punch-Out, here you go. Snacko came out of early access on May 25th. No, not Sneeko. A cute and casual life sim and town building game. And more cats. Section 13 came out of early access on May 26th, another top-down roguelite. This one's a shooter where you uncover the truth about a top-secret facility. Book of Aru on May 27th, another action roguelite, this one set in an ancient Egyptian world. Cool. Cattle Country on May 27th, another casual life and farming sim, with some exploration too. Odd Sparks, an automation adventure on May 27th, an odd building and automation game with procedurally generated worlds. I'd probably like it. Paper Clay on May 27th, a 3D platformer where the world is all paper and cardboard. Even got Grant Kirkhope to do the theme song. Nice. Koneru Dimension Girl on May 28th, a cute and funny 2D action platformer where you use dimension fusion powers to fight aliens. Fuga Melodies of Steel 3 on May 28th, the finale for the turn-based tactics epic trilogy. I believe there was a fancy physical edition announced for the whole trilogy too. Jump the Track on May 28th, a mostly narrative game with Peggle-style minigames. Hipster-style Peggle. Pipistrello and the Cursed Yo-Yo on May 28th, a Yo-Yo-vania? Actually looks kinda like a 2D Zelda game to me. Sonic Wings Reunion on May 28th, an arcade-style shmup with an insane price tag. Wait for a sale for sure. Trash Goblin came out of early access on May 28th, a goblin shopkeeping game where you fix up garbage and sell it. Reciteer Goblin Mode. To a T on May 28th, a goofy game by the creator of Katamari Damacy where you play as a kid stuck in a T-pose. Elden Ring Night Rain on May 29th. It's Elden Ring, multiplayer style. If you're a FromSoft fan, you probably already have it. If not, just know it's full of DRM. Nice Day for Fishing on May 29th, a 2D fishing RPG. No, I will not play it. There is never a nice day for fishing in video games. Scar-Led Salvation on May 29th, another overpriced Idea Factory game, this one being a bullet hell third-person shooter roguelite. Wait for a sale. Spray Paint Simulator on May 29th. Yeah, I don't need to tell you what this is. It does have co-op apparently. Union of Gnomes came out of early access on May 29th. Lead the gnome revolution against the evil Snow White in this roguelite deck builder. Tiny Craft Town on May 31st, a casual 2D town builder. Seems fairly simple. And there you have it. And my voice is dying. Go wishlist anything that looks interesting to you, and if you do decide to pick one of these games up, tell them I shouted them out. If you want to keep track of every game on these release lists, as well as any game covered on this channel, don't forget to follow my Steam curator, link in the description. If you want more stuff about new games, feel free to subscribe and join my live streams where I'll be reacting to most of the summer showcases, and after that, keep an eye out for the top 10 best and worst games of the June summer showcases, which I'll probably make in July. I also have a video out Kai no Kiseki, the latest Trails game coming out soon, and if you want, feel free to check out my other content like my recent top 10 favorite video game music covers. Don't forget to check out part 1 if you haven't yet, share the video around to anyone who wants to find some new games, and leave a like on this video if you found something that interests you, or a dislike if you hate video games. Follow me on the X Twitter where I never say anything, join my Discord, or catch my video content on Rumble or Odyssey. And as always with this oversaturated industry, have high standards, low expectations.